Today we're talking about affirmations and why it's so important to move from affirming to get something to affirming to just solidify who you know yourself to be. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of scientific background as to the benefits of affirmations, in particular when it comes to reprogramming your subconscious mind. And I'm also going to reassure you about those stray negative thoughts that you might be having. And I'm going to end with how to make your affirmations as powerful and as effective as they can possibly be. So what's the purpose of affirmations then? What do they actually do? Well, the purpose of them is to physically rewire your neural pathways within your brain. Your brain is really lazy, so it kind of creates shortcuts. And it will always default to those known pathways. And the way that those pathways are created is through repetition of thought. So when you're saying your affirmations, like I am rich, or whatever it is, that is creating a new neural pathway to the identity of somebody who is rich. But as you're doing that, the old pathway, the old thought patterns that you've been experiencing for all of your life up until this point, they are very much laid in place. So they become your default go-to. And that can look like, panicking as soon as you open a bill, or believing that nobody's going to listen to you in the meeting. These are all patterns of thought that have created a sense of who you are. So the point of affirmations is really and truly to change your self-concept of who you know yourself to be. And that's why when we affirm to get something without really paying attention to who we are being as we're saying those things, that's what slows them all down. That's when what we're saying actually becomes more of an affirmation of the lack of something than the having of it. But more about that in a minute. First of all, though, I want to just touch upon this fear that I know an awful lot of people have about manifesting their negative thoughts. So the thing about manifestation is that we don't manifest what we want or what we don't want. We manifest who we are being. We manifest who we are, right? We all have this energetic signature, we all have this energetic frequency, this vibration, or this level of consciousness. And it's that actually changes the 3D world, because as the law of correspondence says, as within, so without. So yes, thoughts become things, but it's really the energy behind the thoughts that becomes the things, right? So you can have a really bad day. You can, find yourself in this loop of all of these worst case scenarios. But if your core energetic belief in yourself is that you are somebody who gets blah, 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 you are somebody who is blah, 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 then it's the blah, blah, blah that's going to manifest rather than those stray negative thoughts. Now, if you find yourself really in this downward spiral, then you need to catch that thought pattern, yeah? Because every time you think it, you are reinforcing the neural pathway that leads to that identity. And the exercise that I gave you last Saturday is really, really going to help you to do that. So as succinctly as possible, the exercise that I gave you last Saturday involved finding the negatives and positives of the life that you want, and then feeling into each of them in turn. So you feel into the negatives, and then you feel into the positives, and then you feel into the negatives again, and feel into the positives again. And one of the things that doing that exercise helps you to do is to recognize, both mentally and physically, when you are in this negative swing of the pendulum, if you like. And it teaches you to get out of that by then focusing on the positives, right? And it's really easy because you've written them out. So as you read that sentence that you've written out, you can feel in your body whether you are in the negative or whether you're in the positive. And as you toggle between these two to neutralize them and get them to a 0 point, you'll slowly begin to realize how easy it is to actually change your mind. And when you change your mind, when you change your thoughts, then the physiological experience that you're having also changes. And the more you do that exercise, the better you're going to get at just changing your mind like that, right? Because that's what we want to do. We don't want to get locked in that negative spiral, because then it becomes like habitual, right? But when you understand how easy it is to go, well, this is the negative and this is the positive, I'm just going to go back to the positive, and you can do it just like that, then it becomes second nature to do that. Yeah? So if you haven't done that exercise yet, and haven't watched that video yet, I really, really recommend that you do so. And again, it's your predominant state of being that manifests your 3D reality. And you reinforce that state of being with your affirmations. So if you are saying affirmations that you do not believe, scientifically speaking, you will rewire your neural pathways. That is biological. So things like robotic affirmations and things like that, yeah, they absolutely work on a purely biological level, right? That's neuroscience. You can't dispute that. But it could take some time to do that. So your subconscious mind is reprogrammed through repetition in the way that I've just stated, and through emotion. Your subconscious mind changes most rapidly through emotion, through this emotional attachment that you have to things. So if you get into the state of having the life that you want before you affirm, then the affirmations that you're doing are just going to solidify who you believe yourself to be. They will not feel untrue to you because you're already living in this consciousness, this awareness of the life that you choose to have, right? So you can just settle yourself down. You can close your eyes. You can bring to mind anything that you choose to experience and just allow yourself to be in that state. Yeah? So, I don't know, like imagine the contract coming through, imagine the money entering the bank, imagine the boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever coming into your life. How would you feel in that instant? Because that is the state of the created, right? Generally speaking, you feel good. You feel stable, you feel confident, you feel relaxed, you feel at peace. So adopt that state of being and then say what comes naturally. Yeah? So maybe it would be something along the lines of, oh, I just love working with this client. I love working with this client so much. And then let that be your affirmation. Yeah? Oh, I just love my life. I love living in this apartment so much. It doesn't matter what it is. If you get into the state of already having the thing before you state your affirmations, you're going to have like this energetic, emotional attachment to the words that you're saying. And because there's that emotional attachment to them, that's going to go into your subconscious mind an awful lot quicker than just robotically affirming. And again, I'm not dissing robotic affirming. It does work on a neurological level. It absolutely works. But if you want to like go in deeper, if you like, if you consider that robotic affirmation is like doing a little thin pencil line, yeah. But then if you add emotion into it, if you add this sense of perception, this sense of awareness, so you are actually mentally inhabiting that entire existence, then it's like marking it like this, yeah, rather than like this. Do you get it? Yeah, you're just like digging deeper grooves, if you like. So yeah, they both work. One works quicker than the other, in my experience, yeah? Everything I teach is from my own experience. And yes, I've, read all the books as well. I've read so many books, but really all the books do is confirm what I already know. And that's the whole thing about this, right? You are already all-knowing. You are already limitless. It's just remembering that. So these affirmations serve as like a remembering, right? They're just reminding you of all that you already are. And when you can see them as that they are just, reminders of who you are, rather than, oh, I'm changing who I am and I need to get that thing, so I have to pretend that I'm having that thing, I have to pretend that I'm getting that thing. And these affirmations, they don't feel at all true to me because I know that I haven't got them, right? That, when we're doing it that way, that's when the affirmations accentuate the fact that you haven't got it. That's when they really emphasize the lack in your life instead of the truth that everything is already yours. So I hope that's cleared an awful lot up for you. Don't worry about, stray, random, negative thoughts and that. It's your state. Who are you embodying predominantly? That's the energy that is manifesting. You can have a bad day and still know yourself to be an incredible human, right? But if you can get into that knowing that you are incredible, knowing that you are infinite, and then just say what comes naturally from that state of being, then that just reinforces that identity within you. Yeah. But it takes about 4 to 9 months of constantly looking after this new pathway before it becomes the default. So you will find your old thought patterns popping in every now and again, and that's fine. We don't need to worry about them. As long as you stop feeding that old pathway, then it's not going to grow anymore. Yeah? It might still be there, but unless we're paying it any attention, it's just going to dissolve away as you are thickening this new pathway to your new identity that tells you who you truly are. The more we strengthen this pathway, the thicker it becomes, and pretty soon it becomes your default position. So that old thought process about who you used to be will absolutely just disappear, because you are in this new way of being, yeah? This is who you know yourself to be, and that's that. Now, is it possible for you to just decide that this is who you are overnight and dispense of all the affirmations altogether? Absolutely. You can do that, right? Once upon a time, you probably believed in Father Christmas or the Tooth Fairy, and then all of a sudden you didn't, right? You made a decision that belief system wasn't you anymore, that belief system was something that little kids did, right? That's not you. So yeah, you can just decide overnight that this is who you are. And, the world will show you something different for a little bit. And that's fine, because you're not going to be swayed by that, because you are so stuck on this is who you are. So if you can do that, because that's the point of the affirmations anyway. Yeah, the affirmations, again, is to just strengthen in yourself who you know yourself to be, what you know yourself to be able to achieve, right? The affirmations themselves are just a process of you believing who you are. And when you know yourself to be somebody different than who you've been before, then you get to experience a completely different life. Now, this is obviously the work that I do with my clients, and in my signature program, they are typically 6- and 7-figure business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in their field who have reached some sort of plateau and need a different definition of who they are to be able to live the life that they know is available for them. I help you to do that. But if you're not there yet, then please don't worry, because there are so many other ways of working with me, including monthly workshops and, of course, the YouTube membership. So all the links you need are in the description. Now you're going to find another video just there, so click on that one next. And if I don't see you on a call, if I don't see you in the membership, or if I don't see you on the monthly workshop, then I'll see you next time. All right, take care. Bye.